Good afternoon from my location, and I don't know your location, so it's going to be morning, afternoon, or evening. Greetings. We are in a dangerous period in the history of Nigeria, and by this I mean the issue of the allegations, not one, several. Most of you are already aware in that the comments made by Dele Farotimi that the NBC described as derogatory. How is that? How is it a derogatory statement? And beside, is the NBC suggesting, after warning Arise News, suggesting that scripts now should be written for those who comes to their channel to hear their views and opinion? For example, I'm broadcasting from Dr. Damage's channel. Now, Dr. Damages has issues in respect to my style of asking questions, but he doesn't have issues as to me asking questions. He ain't gonna write the script for me. Now, by definition, a person who earns his or her income through criminal activities is considered as what? As a career criminal. Now, is that the case in respect to the President of the Republic of Nigeria, Mr. Bola Ahmed Tinubu? Beside the $460,000 confiscated from him, are there any, or is there any other evidence of criminality in respect to this individual called Mr. Bola Ahmed Tinubu? We are waiting for the president or his legal team response in respect to this allegation. And I hope he will respond. I pray he does respond. Because if he doesn't, then it speaks volume. But he must respond applying the rule of law, not thuggery, not bullying, not by way of intimidation or by abuse of his office or power. He has a right to respond. And he must reply. But to me, that is not the bone of contention, whether he is a career criminal or not. To me, the bone of contention is the statement made by the president himself, where he said, releasing his result or his certificate will cause an irreparable damage to his life. Emphasis on the word his life. For want of better words, it's a bloody certificate. A paper, a piece of paper. That is what it is all about. Therefore, why should there be consign, such a grave consign of irreparable damage it will cause to his life? Why his life and not the image of the country? That is someone in my book I class as the most selfish and self-centered human being on earth. Why his life? For crying out loud, you've made the money. You have the money. You have the name. And even though we cannot determine your exact age, you are not less than 70 years old. So therefore begs the question, what sort of irreparable damage it will cause, the release of your certificate will cause. This is the stupidity of the matter, that I couldn't sleep. I tried to wrap my head around it as to how will releasing a certificate in accounting or business or whatever it is cause an irreparable damage to his life and not to what? To the image of what the country is facing right now in the international world. I don't get it. It's just it. So if I apply for a job and for crying out loud, he is an employee of the of the country. The citizens employed him. Therefore, we have every right to what? To see his credentials, to view his credentials. So why then will he say or tell the judge not to release it, and by releasing it is going to cause an irreparable damage? This is just simple common sense. Let's put legal matters aside. Let's put the deposition aside. Why? These are the questions that keep ringing in my head to your life. About the life of Nigerians who have labored hard. The damage is causing at this very moment. He's not concerned about that. It has always been about himself, Emilio Khan. And when I see people defend him, you've gotten to the peak of your career now, where you've always wanted to be. And look at the embarrassment and shame that is bringing. No wonder the Bible says a good name is better to be chosen than silver or riches or gold. You are there. You've gotten there. Why should you? What irreparable damage will it cause? Will it take all the money out of your bank account? How about the legacy you're going to leave behind? The damage is going to cause to generations to come. As such, given to that statement alone that it's going to cause an irreparable damage to his life, one can judge or safely conclude that Dele Farotimi is therefore not wrong to say that he is a career criminal. It's a bloody certificate, which you will tender when you apply for a job. You are required to tender it when you apply for a job. And this is the bone of contention to me. So if my employer now asks me for my certificate that I claim to have obtained, I will tell my employer, giving it to you will cause an irreparable damage to my life. And some people come here, they say, oh, it's a legal term. Okay, it's a legal term, but it's used for a reason. When lawyers use it in court before the judges, they have a reason for using it. Is it in the interest of the national security, of the interest of the country? Should we not release this document? Accounting, diploma in accounting. How is that a problem how does that pose as a danger to the national security of the country? What is wrong with us? You are the number one, the highest office in the land. You already shot yourself in the leg. And even those who would have given you the benefit of doubt will not do that again. Because already you've shot yourself in the leg. The respect that comes with that office, it's gone. All because I want to be powerful. The office belongs to me. And I find NBC writing Arise News to be another madness. If they know Dele Farotimi has said something derogatory or defamatory, go to court. Sue him. He's a lawyer. He can defend himself. He will defend himself in the court of law. But trying to put a gag on freedom of expression, I don't get it. And I need somebody to please help me to get it as to what is wrong in releasing one certificate, a diploma, not even a BSc, not a PhD, a diploma. I mean, with due respect to those who have diploma, I don't mean to ridicule that certificate, please, because most those who have diploma and genuinely work for it, they deserve the accolades that come with it. But it is still a certificate printed in paper. For us to make it, if we are going to glorify that certificate, we will now frame it and put it on the wall. I obtained my diploma certificate from Chicago University. That's how far you can glorify it. That is how far we can glorify it. Yeah, good afternoon, Social Mentor TV. Good afternoon to you too, and thanks for joining us today. Please, I'm trying to wrap my head around it. I need those in the comment section to let me understand what irreparable damage releasing the certificate of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria will cause to his life. H-I-S. His life will cost to his life. Help me, because I have to be honest with you. I can't wrap my head around it. I really cannot wrap my head around it. So I need somebody to tell me. Those of you with legal minds. No, I have read the deposition and I said the bone of contention is the statement made by the president himself, which is releasing my certificate will cause irreparable damage to his life. Ike, can you respond to that statement? It is not about the deposition. The issue of the deposition was discussed yesterday, and I have the deposition with me. But I am asking you now, Ike, to tell me in respect to the statements made by because this when we Nigerians start to defend foolishness and stupidity, we find ourselves where we are today. And no wonder we will continue to be a mockery in the eyes of the world. So, Ike, it is not about the deposition. For your information, it is about the statement made by the president himself. As such, we can judge that what Dele Farotimi said is on point. How will a certificate in accounting or business, whatever it is, cause an irreparable damage to his life if there's nothing hidden about it? So please focus on what I am saying. If the number one citizen first, okay, who am I not to forge one? And I look for federal job. I don't mind buy any slot at this moment. That is the problem. That is the consequences of being the number one citizen, that I said this over time that when he said fuel subsidy is gone, less than 5 minutes, within the space of 5 minutes, those who sell petroleum product quickly amended. And that is how powerful the word of a president, how much more its character, the implication of it. We all have always known the criminality and mystery that surround him, but we allowed him to thrive in the political space. Probably we did allow him. When you say we, is the citizens. We are responsible. But should we leave it there? Where will a man so selfish, with due respect, as the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, be concerned only about himself? Me, I, and myself. Me, I, and myself. Me, I, and myself. Me, I, and myself. Not the image of the country. What is causing those in diasporas and those who want to leave the country to come into abroad? It's all about you. Must it be all about you? The world does not revolve around you, please, sir, with due respect, as a president. All eyes were on us before. Now, it's 10 times. I feel it in my skin. At my place of work, I feel it. And I believe these people also, others are feeling the same thing. Why would you say that? You leave the room for people to say, to reach such a conclusion. Social media, I blame the INEC to allow Tinubu to be sworn in when he has drug cases in the US. Of course. But this damage, we need to fix it. And I say speed is of essence here in fixing this damage. Because I'll tell you, whether you hold a green passport, a yellow passport, a red passport, it makes no difference. As long as Nigeria is part of you, you will be seen. We will be seen in that light. We can never escape it. So speed is of essence. And not until we come to that point to apply speed in this matter, particularly the mainstream media in Nigeria, the damage this will cause. The man is thinking about himself. He doesn't give a toss about you. He doesn't give a toss about the generations that will come after him. To his life, not to our life, not to the lives of our children to come, our children's children. Mandela wasn't thinking about his life. He was thinking about the South Africans, the generation, MLK, Martin Luther King, Indira Gandhi. We can go on and on. The recent woman that received the Nobel, they weren't thinking about their life. They were thinking about the life of others. So why should it be your own life, for crying out loud? It's crazy. And some of us, we applaud it. Ademola Odumi, Nigeria is not like Germany under Hitler and his Gestapo. You're not far from the truth. You're not far from the truth. But Hitler was overcome. So we need to overcome this evil. This evil, this madness has to be stopped. Speed is of essence, not time. Speed is of essence. Take that statement alone. Take it to the market, to the bank. And like I said, forget about the deposition. That is neither here or there. Forget about the deposition. So I'm a PhD holder in what is the highest education so far. I should be proud to wave it and say, you know what? I work for it. This is it. I should compete with others for this job. Because why? Or I deserve this job because I work for it, I studied for it. This is my certificate. Nothing to hide. And you are coming to tell educated people that it will cause an irreparable damage to your life when you are close to the grave. Even though God is the one that knows who goes first. But if we talk about it naturally, you are close to the grave, with due respect, sir. So why would you be worried about your life? What damage? What damage again is it going to cause to your life? Dele Fonically, he's a clown, never even graduated from the school. Well, clown? Yes, indeed. But this clown is causing us a lot. You don't know what it is. You know, I don't think we've been able to grasp the what this is causing us. Clown makes people to laugh, but this is not a laughing matter. This is beyond joke. It's beyond comedy. We are good in making jokes of things. Fair enough. It takes away that stress from us. But the image is being dented. And may it not be like the Titanic that hit the iceberg, and lo and behold, everyone went down. Few people got saved. Thank you. All about self-gratification. There's a lot of its kind there. We need to put those. You see, this is about what the citizens should come out. This is citizens now. Because those surrounding him ain't going to tell him the truth. The wife is a pastor, so she understands the scripture I just quoted, that a good name is rather to be chosen than silver or gold. Femgap, Tinubu, I know, is like Alibaba. He made money through criminality and used it in buying over lots of person. He has assisted person from every region of the country. But where has he gotten him? It's costing the nation. It's costing you and I. What you worked for will be ridiculed or is being ridiculed in the international world. It's a shame. It's a shame. And a big one. This case, if true, is the biggest disgrace not only in Nigeria, but to all black race. Definitely, because he's the number one man. It's a different thing if I am a career criminal. Who cares about me? Maybe except my children or those connected to me. But this is the highest office of the land. How will he be able to represent us in the international world? On international stage? How? I think the most honorable thing that he can do and those surrounding him can do is to ask him to resign. There's still honor among thieves. That is the honorable thing that I argue that he should do at this point, good or bad. If he truly cares, if the vow made by his wife on the altar, he said, on this altar I swore, except she is desecrating that altar of God. And from the scripture, anyone who desecrated by standing on that altar to desecrate it gets the judgment of God. So, the honorable thing that he can do right now is to resign, whether his certificate is genuine or not. But clearly, for anyone to make that statement, we can safely arrive at that conclusion that that certificate is not genuine. It's a bleeding certificate. It's a paper, man. It's a paper. Daniel J, he got no valid credentials. Pure clown said by Daily Funny Clips. Daniel J again. Not to me. I got all my degrees through hard work, and I have never involved in any criminal case, nor in any drug. Listen, I agree with you 100%. So also are many out there. But you see, what it puts you, the position it puts you, particularly in the eyes of international law, we are all forgers. Remember what that man said, the CSU man said, Nigerian is known for forging. Come on, guys. We don't know what we are playing with. We thought this is bread and breakfast. This is not bread and breakfast. This is a serious matter. So if any of us think that this is bread and breakfast, it's beyond that. Beyond it. Tracy Jacobin, Tiff Tinubu, Magal. Okay. Delphine, we all know that this international student-favored university have that one Nigeria at the admission office that kicks back to help forge entrance. We need to correct it. Image matters a lot. If we think image does not matter, image matters a lot. He called himself a kingmaker, meaning he has by a lot of people too. This is the kind of people at the top. So, again, get real, all of you. Leave Tinubu all alone. EC Ejioku, thank you for this. When you say we should get real and to leave him alone, what do you mean? Get real in what sense? And leave him alone in what sense? I know some of you in the comment section just want to stir things up. But this is about conscience. This is about you, your children, and your children's children, your generation to come. So don't make light of it. It's an appeal I'm making to you. Do not make light of it. Don't think about what you will gain, what you will benefit now. The moment. Don't only think about it. Let's apply a little bit of common sense here, or conscious approach when we say certain things. Yes, the YouTube is a free. Anybody can open their mouth and say whatever or type whatever they want to type. But let's apply cautious approach, a little bit of common sense here. This is not about law or Maryland. No, this is about common sense. Ikechuki Malake, the irreparable damage is out already and it's done. I know it is out. Unfortunately, it is out, but it is not completely done. We can't salvage it. It is out, sadly, not to him. It's not affecting his life. The irreparable damage is not to his life. No. Because why? Whether he stays there 4 years or 8 years, after he leaves, he will get the salary that the federal government of Nigeria will pay him. He will get the house that they will give to him. He will still be given bodyguards. So what irreparable damage does he want to cause? Is it going to cost to him? But to you and I, it's already causing. And if we don't address it now, speedily, it will go and affect generations and generations and innocent children that are yet unborn. will suffer for our inaction to what? To address this matter speedily. Innocent ones will suffer for our inaction. Not action, no. Inaction. For allowing this to slide. Allowing it to slide. Like Eze Joku said, let's get real. Leave him all alone. May God have mercy on us for those who took such position. That's all I have to say. Exactly, my brother. Is that not their mantra? Go to court if you are not happy. They are now served with their own food. They couldn't handle it. They are having epilepsy. Exactly, my brother. Is that not their mantra? Go to court if you are not happy. They are now served with their own food. They couldn't handle it. They're having epileptic fit. I don't know who you are addressing. Could you just clarify that for me, please, if you don't mind? I would really appreciate it. I did feel it. Please, could you clarify what you're trying to tell me, please? Thank you very much. Tinubu, whoever it may be, is a cancer eating deep into the fabric of our nation. We must not allow... Exactly. We can't allow it to continue. This is nothing personal. Maybe some people think this is personal. This is nothing about ethnicity or religion. Morality has got nothing to do with ethnicity or religion. Let's get that clear. Morals, has got nothing to do with ethnicity or religion. So if we are treading on that path, it is a dangerous path. Even our ethnicity upholds value, encourage us, our forefathers encourage us to uphold values. Remember, in those days, you don't bring things to the house. When your parents finds out, where did you get this thing? You will know yourself. They will spell your name with Cain. So our ethnicity, our culture encourages us what? To uphold morality. Our religion, regardless, Muslim, Christian, or otherwise, encourage us to uphold morality. So, what are we not saying here? Blessed one, you're watching us from the United States. Thank you. Let's have your comment. What do you think about the statement? Releasing my certificate will cause irreparable damage to my life. Please, I need that comment. I will tell you how. Please do. I'm waiting for you to tell me how. I need clarification on what you say. Some of us that have passed through all the ties of school in the state knows he is a forger. He's only preaching to the uninformed in the land. My brother, whoever you are, this is not preaching to the uninformed. This is not preaching to the uninformed. This is reality. This is what? Reality. Good morning, electricity. No one is defending him. We know that the guy has something heavy to him. We are just scratching the surface of this case with forgery. I don't even want us to scratch the surface. Please. Because this alleged, let me use the word, forgery alone, alleged forgery alone is causing us problem. Why do I want to know the rest? Maybe if he steps down, is removed, then we can decide. I'll find the rest interesting. But if he is still there, so just imagine that this alleged forgery alone, what is causing us in the eyes of the international world. Then, when we now know the others, fine, we swallow the $460,000 confiscated by the US government. We swallowed it. Then he hasn't become president. We're not expecting that he will be president. So when Dele Farotimi took such a position on Arise News, I know where he's coming from. I don't think he has anything personal against him. No. And I don't have anything personal against him. Those who have heard me spoken in the past will know that I have never directed anything, but this must not slide. It must not slide. If we allow it to slide, it's entirely up to us. So, the releasing the circle will do irreparable damage to Tinubu because it does not belong to him. He snatched it, grabbed it, and ran with it. Okay, Daniel J., let's go by what you just said. Now, that releasing this certificate will do irreparable damage to Tinubu. How? I need you to tell me how, for a man who is the number one citizen, is gotten to where he wants to get, his dream career to be there. He has the money. What damage, irreparable damage, is plus or minus, is not less than 70 years old. So that is one thing I want anyone to tell me, to be specific as to what irreparable damage will it cause to him, to his life. I just need specifics, please. Given to his background, he is the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The wife said it on record that they are rich, they don't need Nigerians' money to survive. He was interviewed by Dele, what's his name, Sheun on Channel News about the bullion van that was in his house, and he responded that, did anybody money me? So he has money, he has everything. So I need you to tell me in specific terms what irreparable damage it will cause to his life. HIS is not the nation image, not the national security of the country, not the image of you and I, how we will be viewed by others. Image matters. Character matters. So I need specific, please. Let's stop dancing around the bush. I'm not here this afternoon to dance around the bush. Maybe come in the afternoon when Rudolph is there, then Rudolph will dance with you around the bush. I'm not here to dance around. I just need specifics. Give me specifics, please. I'm begging you. Give me specific as how it will cause an irreparable damage to his life. Please. That's what I want. Ventures UK, we have seen the irreparable damage. We have seen the disgraceful situation he has put himself in. His integrity is finished. As we speak, he must be going through an emotional and health challenge. Okay. This man is already going through health challenge. Emotional challenge, I don't know. You know why I said I don't know? Because this is his dream to be president. Emilokan, by interpretation, means I am the next person. Secondly, he said, if not for him, Buhari would not have been president. So he's gotten to where he wants to get. How does that affect him emotionally? If I get to where I want to get by fraudulent means, hypothetically, how does that affect my emotions? How? When Obama wanted to become president, I think his first term, and I think Donald Trump was going about his birth certificate. Did Obama or any of the Democrats or anybody says, oh, this will cause an irreparable damage to the United States of America if his birth certificate is released? Please, like I said, we are here to talk about common sense, please. Let's put all our legal knowledge or our whatever it is, let's apply common sense. That is what is going to save us here. Let's apply common sense. I acknowledge emotional and health challenge, mental health, things causing mental issue, being one who have seen it as experiences that pass through it, going through stress. I understand that. But I need someone to tell me how does releasing his certificate cause him emotional and health challenge. Should Should it not be the other way around? For him to be vindicated and say, you know what? I got this clean and clear. Here is my certificate. Take, go, scrutinize it, put it under the microscope. Check every letter that is written on it. Verify the logo. Even check the paper that was used in printing it. Should it not be the other way around, please? Like I said, today, this morning, this afternoon is common sense. That is what I am saying. It is common sense. So we are here to apply common what? Common sense. Where am I now? My own is this. There is no way the legal guys to come and confuse us. One guy came here and regularly, we could not catch him from the deposition. It's not that they could not catch him from the deposition. I think you are talking about yesterday, JB, if that is the case. It's not that they will not catch him with the deposition. We're just trying. We have to allow, like I said, he came here to give an opposing view, and he was allowed. And I asked him the same question yesterday. I brought it up. Nobody has been able to. Nobody has been able to. Daniel Phillips, I don't know what you're talking about. You said, Daniel, just same here, my brother. I ever give any expert authority to go and confirm. Confirm what your certificate? Well, it's genuine. Thank you for that. At his age, the feder that is giving you the guts to leave him alone. You like criminal environment. Yeah, I don't know. Actually, I've taken him off the comment section. I said, I'm not here to play. So Ezeoku has already been taken off the comment. It could not give me anything valid because we must stop this narrative in the name of, I want to express myself. No, we are in a dangerous territory. We are in a dangerous territory. So I will appreciate you coming here to make an argument, a valid argument. Whether you oppose or not, but make it a valid argument. We do not have strong institutions. We have strong men. Well, it's up to us citizens to make that decision to have a strong institution. I've said that over time and over time. Okay. That's why I say everyone should read it in detail. It harms you better. Okay, if that's your argument, fair enough. Harms you better in what sense? To address the president or not? In the context, like I said, nobody has told me in specifics what irreparable damage this will cause to the president. If nobody is coming out to say, then we must give Dele Farotimi a round of applause for that. His comment, therefore, can be judged not to be derogatory nor defamatory. Let's wait for FBI documents. CSU issue may come up again. I hope those CSU staff have not lied on that, or the judge will send them to jail. Now, listen, the CSU is trying to save their image. Let's get it clear. Whether right, they lie or not, it's affecting them financially or otherwise. And they are doing everything. And they will do everything to save their image. What are we doing to save our own image, the image of the country? What are we doing? What, as individuals, are we doing? What are this is a time for us to have pushbacks. Here, pushback is valid. Like Dele Farotimi said in one of his broadcasts, Peter Obi has raised an army that are willing to die for the truth. So, where are those armies? From the north, south, east, west, where are the armies now? This is the time. This is a call for you to come out and die, willing to die for the truth, for the sake of future generations to come. We cannot hide under the carpet. I mean, under the bed. It's not going to work. But it doesn't have any pending drug case. It doesn't have any pending drug case. However, $460,000 was confiscated from him. Do you know what that means? If I cannot tell you how I make my money, then there's a big question mark on it. Come on, let's keep it real. Like I said, we are here to keep it real, whether he has a pending case or not. $460,000. Do you know how much that is in Naira? Ordinarily, he's guilty. Whatever you want to say is guilty of it. I can tell you how much I can tell you where I spend my money, how I get my money. I went to the shop yesterday and they gave me a wrong they gave me a wrong receipt and I look at it. I didn't spend 50 something euros this and that. I had to check my account again. So I work for my money. So if 1 cent should go out of my account, then I have to find out where did it disappear to? Where did it disappear to? Any Nigerian that does not feel these are valueless, if true. It is true. Any Nigerian who does not feel these, it's not an insulting word, are valueless. We don't have value. We don't appreciate value. Even the devil will appreciate value than us. If I permit me to use it. Even Judas appreciate value because after he saw Jesus Christ, his conscience pricked him. I have what? I have I'm not using the right word. I have shed an innocent blood or condemn an innocent man. I'm not getting the right word. That was what he said. After betraying Christ, I have shed an innocent blood, if I am correct about that statement. Even Judas has conscience to an extent. So any Nigerian who does not feel this, feel what is happening, then I think I will agree with Ademola Owodunni. Thank you for that, please. Yeah, we have no media. We have gags, channels, and propaganda outlets. Of course, we have because they put themselves in that position. I don't feel pity for Arise News with due respect because they've always sat on the fence. They don't want to say anything. Yes, there are some there like what's his name? There are a few of them there that speaks out. Is it Sheun Kuti or whatever his name is? I don't Sheun and no, Sheun is in channels. What's his name? Forgotten his name. He's always an outspoken person. Not every one of them. But if we are talking about the channel itself, they've always sit on the fence. Don't want to speak the truth to Nigerians. Don't want to offend. Thank you for that. I did feel my brother, he never gave 2 scoops about anybody from Leopard don't change. That's just the issue. It's just about himself. It's my turn. Irreparable damage to my life. About the life of his children, he doesn't care. About the image of his wife, does he care? Though they said birds of the same feather flocks together. It's a statement. I didn't make that. So we'll reach that conclusion there. Thank you very much, Adefu. Is it at this age, you see a joke, you know, if you leave him alone, there are people like myself that will turn and make you quiver. People will come and buy everything that can be bought. So thank you for that. Electricity is a fact or speculation. Well, AI with 2 highball. Could you tell me what fact or speculation on what, please? I need to know fact or speculation on what. I'd like to thank those on the comment section. Mostly, thank you for keeping your comment decent and respectful and expressing your views and opinion. This is highly appreciated. Blame the Yoruba and Hausa. No, we're not blaming nobody, please. This is not, like I said, it's not about tribe or ethnicity. No, values, morality, our culture expect us teaches us to uphold values. Please. So it got nothing to do with Yoruba or Hausa or Igbo or anything. We must stop this nonsense. Got nothing to do with it. Double A. So I'm going to skip some comments, okay? Ade Phillips, I will advise that you wait for the FBI paper. He was arrested and served time in 60s when he was supposed to be 8 years. For 3 years, re-enter, well, we shall see. I don't know about that. I can't really weigh into something I don't have any evidence on or has been put there. It was also stated that Social Security on the enrollment form of CSU belonged to a woman. I'm sure the FBI papers may shed them out. Well, we wait for that. No evidence to that yet. Until such an evidence is provided, then we can go and argue that. The white men have maintained that the black men can't govern themselves. And here, the largest black country, I have an issue with this of white men. When we keep putting blame on white men, please, we're all grown-up men and women. Like I said, we are dealing with common sense here. This is common sense topic. So all our life we'll be talking about white men, white men, white men, white men, white men, white men. Don't we have common sense for us to sit up and stand up and say, you know what? Let me do the right thing. Let me do the right thing. Where is the white man responsible for him forging a certificate and the alleged forgery? I beg your pardon. Which white person is involved in it? Let's kick this bullshit of white men or colonial this thing. I was not taking a slave. My father was not taking it. Neither your father was taking it. So let's get rid of this mentality. Those who were taking slaves, they've died. Most of them have died and gone. And we keep riding on this horse of white men. For crying out loud, are we babies? So we can't think for ourselves. We can't do things for ourselves. We must look for something to blame for everything or someone to blame. The white men have maintained that the black men can't govern. Really? Dele Funny Phillips. They've maintained. So if I maintain that you will not rise, you will remain where you are, is that what you are suggesting? Come. Now don't make me vessel. As a Bayelsa, I have family members who are part of the Nigerian road. I knew Tinubu since when I was in secondary school, in his first time as governor. My uncle was a top banker and friend of Tinubu. Okay, what's your point, please? Tinubu Salke saga has done more irreparable damage to our dear nation in the eyes of the international community, more than it has done to his, exactly. In fact, no damage has been done to his personality. No, Ikechukwu, thank you for this. No damage has been done to his personality. If God says he's going to be there for the next 4 years, 8 years, and he steps down, he leaves office, he's guaranteed his salary, pension, I beg your pardon, is guaranteed bodyguards as ex-president, as others ex-president are enjoying today. So he is 70 years old plus. So what damage to his personality is he worried about? Honestly. Thank you for that, Ikechukwu. What is the name of that secondary school staff? I think he said he went to government college. Eric Moore, if I'm correct. Government college, if it's Eric Moore. I know government college, Eric Moore. My first cousin went to government college, Eric Moore. And I went to Surulere Secondary School. So it's not far from each other. So I know government college. I don't know if that is the one he went or not, but I know government college, Eric Moore, very well. So few people who went there, I know them. Osema, it is a shame that Nigeria, with millions of highly educated men and women, have a career criminal as president, Mr. Oshe Yume. Don't forget, Atiku took Buhari to court, targeting Buhari to the end of his term. Listen, I don't like Atiku. Let's be clear. But his action is commendable in this regard. Maybe for selfish purpose, probably for selfish purposes. But if we address this issue speedily, he has done more to save the image of the country than, not that if there's any allegations or anything that will be overlooked. No, that will not be overlooked. You still have to answer for it. But in this regard, we must doff our cap for him. In this regard, when we see good, let's applaud good. When we see evil, let's condemn evil. Thank you for that. Moses Anene. Thank God there is no N-I-N-I Anini. Whether it's the same Anini of Edo State. You are not the one, thank God. It's so shameful but not surprising that Tinubu has been corrected. If Nigerians fail to act now, the country is doomed. That's an argument. But I quite agree with you 100%. The doom part is an argument, which we don't pray for. But I agree with you that we must act. We must not fail to act. We must what? We must act ASAP with speed. Speed is of the essence. No matter how they try, the FBI have sources at every point. They do very thorough job too. Let us do our own thorough job, please. Let's do our own thorough job. We need, as citizens, let us do our own thorough. Easy joke. If only you knew that what Easy joke is not on the chat section again. So don't let us address him. Okay, but let me go to your original. If only you know what 450 nurses have been accused in the UK now after working hard for years. God help us. That is one of the irreparable damage or damages that is causing the image of the country and those who have labored hard to get their certificates. That is one. But the man is thinking of himself. Me, I, and myself. Look at what is causing us because we fail to stop him. The citizens, look at what is causing us. This is exactly what is causing us. Because we have failed to act speedily. Good or bad, if he really cares for the country, I repeat, for the record, the honorable thing for him to do right now is to step down and reverse this damage. The honorable thing to do. But will he? Power corrupt. Absolutely power corrupt. Absolutely. A good name is rather to be chosen. You've gotten to the peak now. From day one till now, it's been one issue or the other. Negative issue, not positive. I hope the Supreme Court realized they too are not tagged certificate forger, but unfortunately, that is the case with the Supreme Court because they are failing to act. You see, this thing is a ripple effect. Honestly speaking, I can laugh. Someone said, "Thank you. The irreparable damage is now done to us." I don't. What are you thanking me for? I don't know. Is it me you should be thanking nothing, but I am not responsible for the repair. I'm only trying to steer our mind. That is my job, my role. That we need to act speedily. Act speedily. Speed is of essence to salvage, to save the situation. That is what we should do. That is what we should be talking about. So, thank you for your comment. I'm waiting those to come through, but my comment was to someone that stated that TGAT, INEC shouldn't have sworn him in as president due to drug. Yeah, they shouldn't have. It's a concern. Yeah, there's so much error with INEC, but this is one thing I said. I said it yesterday, and I'm going to repeat it for the record. If INEC should do them, I mean, INEC should do themselves a favor at this point. If they will really want the people to trust them and to change the image under the Electoral Act, that can be applied to what? To nullify the president. I mean, the win of the president. Then they will save themselves. They will save their image, and Nigerians will trust them with subsequent election. You see, there's an opportunity for everybody now. So everybody needs to tap into that opportunity. Let's redeem the nation. Let's redeem the institution. Even the Supreme Court, or don't let me use the word the Supreme Court, the justice, the Department of Justice, the justice system. This is an opportunity for everyone to tap in. Let me tap into this now and redeem my image, either personally or the institutions and the nation at large. This, and we must not let this opportunity slide. It's coming to us on a platter of gold. I believe, I argue, given to us by God Almighty. Inshallah. We must not allow it to slide. Let's seize this opportunity. I tell you, people, there's a cloud of darkness over and over. If we fail to deal with it, the darkness will swallow a country of over 20 million, the largest black population. I do feel we cannot dismiss your argument. It is a very valid one, and I hope it's not dismissed by those watching at home and abroad, and for us to act. I know Tinubu helped my uncle to do a dirty job back in 2003. Electricity, you are from Bayelsa, right? Tinubu helped install somebody in Bayelsa for my uncle that year. They did dirty. Okay. Firm gap. Thank you for that. Nigerian constitution needs a total overhaul. Well, we need to amend some aspect of it. I've always said that also. I'm a constitutional. I cannot pronounce your name, but I pronounce Idebune. I work very hard to earn all my qualifications meritoriously. It is therefore disgusting for me to hear that the supposed president of Nigeria is a career criminal who built his life on fraud. Sadly, it is very, very sad. I feel for you. I feel for everyone who have worked hard for where they are today. And it's a pity that it's reflecting on every one of us. So it's a pity. And sometimes, a few days ago, it almost brought tears to my eyes and said, "Oh God, how do we navigate through this?" I'm surprised not to have heard from FFK on this matter. You're referring to Fanny, whatever Kayode. I guess he couldn't see how to start defending the indefensible. There's nothing to defend here. You're right. You can't defend the indefensible in this matter. Or he's waiting for money from him as usual to do a job in the media space. It's indefensible. That statement alone you can't defend it anywhere. It will cause an irreparable damage to his life. You are protected by security service. What life are you talking about? You've lived your life, sir, with due respect. You've lived your life. So what irreparable damage is it going to cause? Even me at my age, I have certain boldness because I tell people, at this my age, I can do and undo. I'm not afraid of anything again. Maybe when I was in my teenage years or my whatever it is, I'll get worried. But at this age, I can decide to go and live with the penguins. And then even wherever I want to go and live with. Because to me, I've come to a certain peak of my age, which is Hakuna Matata. No rules, no responsibility. Go live with the penguins. When I think about the things happening in Africa politically, almost my heart bleeds. It's high time something is done. Well, this is a call to action for every one of us. Those armies that Peter Obi have raised are willing to die for the truth from the north, south, east, and west. This is not about tribe or religion. And definitely, my brother, I am addressed the entire members of it, including the person of interest in this discussion. Thank you for that, Bami Ali Philip. That is only if they don't utilize the findings in favor of what of their nation. Again, you remember I'm addressing the entire. Okay, this is a repeat, so I'm going to skip that. Ohando is currently trying to take over Ajib. It has started already. Rob Peter paper, electricity. When will this nonsense of polluting our land to enrich people stop? I don't know, my brother. But we will stop it. We continue to talk, we also act. For every talk, there has to be a corresponding action. For every talk, there has to be a corresponding action. Okay? That is where we stand. Let's say well done to every one of you in the comment section. You know what? I am pleading, appealing, begging on my knees. Spread this word. That is what you can do. That is when I can accept the well done. Let's spread this message. Let's do this pushback because we are in a dangerous territory right now. From the campaign season to now, it's been one debacle or the other in respect to this. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. Few people call me Mr. Controversial. And I keep asking them, tell me, if I am Mr. Controversial, in what area, good or bad? And they said it's good. Okay, I said I'll take that. So there will always be controversy that will follow us. But is it good or bad? Is it good or bad? That's the question. Every culture have wisdom and way to follow what is corrupt is corrupt. Thank you very much for that, Madi Peace. Bami, again, I think you are going along the conspiracy theory. It would not work in this instant. Considering what we have known so far, he has the right to sue if whatever comes out. And yeah, I said it earlier. He has the right to sue. The NBC addressing channel is absolutely wrong because you can't control what somebody will come and say there. The press, I said it earlier, if you followed, the president has the right to sue Dele Farotimi for calling him a career criminal. But I bet you that is an uphill tax. I bet you he ain't gonna do it. He ain't going to do it. But that is not the bone of contention, as I stated earlier. The bone of contention is the statement that he himself, the president, made that will give anyone, including you and I, that opportunity or that chance to say, indeed, you are what? You are a criminal carrier. You are a career criminal, I beg your pardon. And that statement is, releasing my certificate will cause an irreparable damage to his life. That is it. Yes, he has a right to sue. Sue Arise News, sue Dele Farotimi, sue anyone that calls him a career criminal. But can he come out and also explain what he meant by saying releasing his certificate will cause him an irreparable damage to his life? Not the nation, not you and I. Can someone make sense out of that? This is a common sense broadcasting today. Let each and every one of us hang our certificate and come down to common sense here. That's what we want. Nigeria should know that Tinubu being there has impacted on the exchange rate for the naira. The naira will continue to fall. Sadly, that's another thing. Madi Peace, you're asking me where do I stand? Electricity, goodness me. Okay, anyway, I will not dignify your question with an answer because I know where you're coming from. I know where you're going. But may I admonish you that keep your comments decent and respectful and focus on what we are talking about in the best interest of the nation. Please, it's an appeal I'm making to you. All right, okay? There's another broadcast coming, so you can come and demonstrate whatever you want. We have a big problem as a country going forward if this slide. As no foreign investors will want to be associated with the country, the value of Naira will continue to fall. That's another point. Foreign investors will now start asking questions, okay? Everybody will be asking questions. I still feel that the old overzealous man is being set up to be revealed after he has fulfilled certain mandates. How can people that know him not question? That's another. We can't really say if it's been cautioned or not, because it's one thing for you to caution me, it's another thing for me to accept the caution that you are giving me. So we don't know. So that's another worrying concern. But let's argue about the sort of people that surrounds him. Gbajabimila, Wike, whatever it is, everyone that surrounds him, including the Senate President Akpabio. What sort of counsel do you think they will give him? Your guess is as good as mine. If they have money, they should step aside. We want freedom of all in the land. Who is this? At Moses and Nene regarding the exchange, Naira was already in trouble at least 3 years previous. The issue is the reluctance of investors to come to Naira because of the character of the people in government. Yep, that's us. But it's getting worse now. At S, there will always be investors. The question: will you have vultures or builders as investors? Okay, Orange. Chuk Obasi, hand orange covering eyes. Okay, could you please explain that parable for us or proverb, please? Thank you very much. Jesu Nikaloba, Tinubu wife confessed they have money. What then are they looking for? Debt, right? No, don't let us go there, please. Let's stop at what then are they looking for. I can agree with you. But the issue of debt is God is the owner of life. I think we have refused to understand that the West gives support and cover for the likes of Tinubu. Tinubu and co are well invested in the Western countries, so they get cover. I witnessed it first. In this regard, I don't think it's getting covered anywhere. In this regard, I don't think they are. But that is an argument for another day, maybe Thursday or Friday. I don't do conspiracy theory. There are some aspects of state security that are free of information that free of information doesn't apply to. So, if it's true, Mr. Tinubu should be stepped aside because Nigeria Foundation is arranged set on. Yeah, we want him to step aside. So that is what we want right now, good or bad. I don't really care right now anymore. So polluting our land to enrich people far away who do not respect or care about us. I care less about their politics, but stop polluting my land and killing my cousins the way Nigeria kill Ken Saro-Wiwa. Yeah, I remember that Ken Saro-Wiwa issue, and it's sad. The Ogoni 12 or Ogoni 9 stuff. So the Ken Saro-Wiwa saga, the Ogoni, I don't know. We will deal with that. There are a lot of things we talk about. Even the chief of staff was derobed in the US, Atlanta to be exact, for stealing client money. Just imagine that for a second. That's the country we live in. That is the country we live in. But we have to change it. Tinubu needs to vacate the office. This is too much to bear as a Nigerian. Oriyomi Abdul. It is not just too much, it is too much, to be honest. It is too much. Right now, I don't know what we can. It's just a one man who have enjoyed everything from Nigeria. Please stop this emotional thing. Well, Maurice Ike, we have to stop it. So, well, there are other comments here, and it's I may not be able to highlight all comments. But the purpose of this message, of this broadcast at this time, is for us to rise up. And let me take these comments, please, by Daniel J. Irreparable Dame. Releasing proves he stole it. He stole another person's identity. That he will go to prison for life. That American can arrest him inside America. That is, in fact, a criminal. Thank you for that, Daniel J. Highly appreciate it. Thank you. CSU is trying to save their image. They can't be seen as incompetent, but at some point they will surely throw him under the bus when they figure. Yeah, they're trying. They have to save their image. Everybody has to save their image. Not even the, like I said, the institutions in Nigeria should take the opportunity to save their own image too. Sometimes opportunity comes for you to redeem that bad image. Look at the thief. Look at the thief on the cross with Jesus Christ. After all his life of criminality, that one chance, he saw it, he took it. He told his fellow thief, you know what, we are guilty of this crime that we committed. But this man is innocent. And then and there, Jesus told him, today, that shall be with me in paradise. He seized the opportunity to redeem his image at that point. And everyone around him right now should seize that opportunity by putting pressure on him, either to resign or they themselves should start to resign from their post. Seizing the opportunity. Either they resign themselves and say, you know what, I can no longer be part of this government. This is now the height of madness, and redeem their image. Let's see in the coming days what will happen. Irreparable Damage stole it. Okay, I think we have this before. So, Panzer, you have to be active. You can't be passive participant in the revolution. I'm active. I'm not passive. Maybe you don't know me, please. If you don't know me, then you better go and ask very well, please, with due respect. So, with due respect, Pansat, if you don't know me, you better go ask very well. So, where are we now? Where are we? So, I will be bringing this show to an end. I think we've got into the last part of the comment, but beside that, this is where we are right now. We have to do what is needful. We have to do what is needful. It's of speed, essence. Speed is of essence now. Okay, I said, I have a friend here in Indonesia. Someone sent him 1.5 million rupee, which is about 100K, to give another person. He didn't know it's from drug business. He went to jail for it. Thank you very much for that. That is how serious the matter is. So once again, I would like to thank those who are in the comment section that keeps the comment coming. Gift. He said Irreparable damage will come from financial damage because his contract with Lagos State Revenue Collection and accounting for the state will be subject to review. No. That can only happen when we fix the system. Because it's the cronies or everybody are still around it. So let's hope that happens. That one is subjective to hope. So once again, I would like to thank every one of you. There will be another broadcast here in the afternoon, starting by 4:30, I believe. So join Rudolph, and he's having a guest there. And but don't forget, as you go with this message. Repairing our image should be dealt with ASAP. Go with this message. Spread it like wildfire. Don't let it rest. Do not let it what? Do not let it rest. Please, it's a special appeal. Daniel Emeka, if is a pastor's wife better? Shame to call anyone breed. Shame to call anyone breed by as a part. Isn't one of them testify on the court? What of Oshiban just has he reopened his mouth? I don't think any of them have spoken so far. We will deal with these pastors' issues next week. I'll take it from a different perspective. The damage he was talking about was not only to himself, but also a veiled threat to CSU, because there are a lot of skeletons in the cupboard. Nigeria must resist this assault. Yeah, they have to resist. So, let me see what actually there is an adage that goes thus: it is only a thief that knows how to trace a thief's footstep on the rock. Yeah, so I don't know. I agree with that, but you need to give me some more. Who are the other thieves, please? If you can give me that, if you can give me their names so that we can line them. Daji. Inhibitory controls is very important. Then they can demand respect. Bam Bam, I'm waiting for that, please. Thank you very much for your comment. If you want to know how bad the damages are, just travel through Amsterdam airport and drop Nigerian passport. The country is worsening now. Sad. I don't know. Well, like I said, we will solve this problem. I believe that we will solve this. The only way Tinubu will get out of that office is through election. If you don't start the prep now and keep wishing for Nigeria, because sorry, Tinubu 8 years in the bank. Boluwagaladiti, you are on point. We cannot wait till 2027. I've said it before, and I think others have expressed this view themselves. We can't wait till that time. We have to start to prepare now. Someone said, stop using alleged. It's a fact bad presented INEC a forged CSU certificate. Okay. Until INEC act upon this, it will be alleged. Okay. We cannot say the $460,000 seized by the US government is alleged. That is not alleged. Okay. So it's been seized. They said proceed from criminal activities or drug this thing. So that is not an allegation. That is a fact. Now, on the other hand, I can agree with you based on what I said, what the president said, and not use alleged. I want to be on both sides and not use alleged, where he said, releasing my certificate or his certificate will cause an irreparable damage to his life. Like I said, for want of better word, it's just a bloody paper. It's just a paper that we can use to do anything. A paper that can be burnt in the fire and you request for another one. How will such paper cause an irreparable damage? Thank you, sir. Anyone who supports a criminal is a criminal. Of course, aiding and abetting is a criminal. Anyone who supports criminal is what is a criminal. Thank you very much. Osimo, come to think of it, the problem is no longer with Tinubu, but with the judiciary and the Nigerian system that allowed this to happen. That's 100% correct. It's no longer with him. Is in our hands. If he really meant well for the country, he shouldn't have contested in the first place. But guess what? The bully came out and declared it was his turn. Maybe he do the damage. Maybe to do the damage, I guess. God help the country. Amen. God help the country. Can you forge a ceremonial diploma of a degree you have validity and you can forge? I mean, whether it's a ceremonial degree or not, once you forge something, you forge it. It makes no difference. Ceremonial or no ceremonial, it makes no difference as far as I'm concerned. So, Thank you, that real K. Flood Tech, we can start a worldwide petition for all Nigerians to sign as a notice of the nations of the world that Tinubu should not be recognized as the president of Nigeria. That's another way of going about it. We sign a petition, should not be recognized as the president. That will be very difficult. We can sign a petition, but for them not to recognize him as a president, whether they will yield to that or not, to put pressure on him to resign, there is no bad suggestion here. So we can start a worldwide petition. There's this website where people, I think I will look for it again. I'll probably start that petition. I think change.org. If anybody knows it, you can start it. It doesn't necessarily have to be me. Change.org. We signed that petition, and I think thank you for this. I'll take it on board. I'll take note of it to set up that petition, and we share the link out to everyone to sign it, and we present it to government all around the world, not to recognize his presidency. Maybe that will help. It's a road. It's a road we have to explore. We explore anything explorable as long as it does not cause harm or create violence. Buhari hid his medical certificate and became imposter. Tinubu decided for that. Okay. Even FFK still have an ounce of decency in him. At least he's studying in UK and US. Any certificate. So it's probably against his conscience. I feel sorry for him. You see, this is one thing when you support evil. When you support evil over time, it comes back to bite you. Then you now find yourself in a corner as to what will I do? That's it. As to 99 years old leader only in Africa, the men that will sell all the social group culture for $1, all this madness needs to stop. Well, thank you. That I am surprised that Professor Oloshenka has run away from commenting on this shameful criminality of Tinubu. It is easy for Soyinka to attack others, but won't say anything now. I have great respect for the man, but sadly, I think he has done himself harm than good. So he's practically judging himself. His actions is judging him. So, like I said, I have great respect for him, but sadly, he put himself in the position where Wole Soyinka is reducing himself to a tribal bigot. I respect him for his literature, but not for anything else. He is so biased. Unfortunately, he has caused this comment to come to himself. There's nothing, you can't stop it. That's just the truth. That is just the truth. Like someone said here, anyone who supports a criminal is a criminal. So when ordinary people, listen, I will always go to the Bible. When David was running away from Absalom, one of Saul's servants picked a stone and started stoning David the king. And David's servant said, "Why do you allow such a dog to be stoning you?" David had to stop him and said, "No, leave him alone. Don't kill him. It could be the punishment of God upon him." For his action, okay? David's action for what? For sleeping with Bathsheba and killing Uriah. The judgment include the ordinary people stoning him, and that is what is happening to Soyinka and others. Those who cannot open their mouths to talk to him, given the respect and his position, now has the right to open their mouth. So they call it upon themselves. There's nothing anyone can do about it. There's absolutely nothing anyone can do about it. Not themselves. Babarisa is sad, but the truth is that Nigerians are not ready for good governance and accountability of their leaders, especially the youth. A national matter like this should be every citizen's concern because the damage to our nation, it's easier for them to be shouting justice for Mohbad, but very difficult to defend the country on national issues like forgery. Even many professors, lecturers, and lawyers are defending him on national television. Big shame. Babariza Yitemi Morakinyo. This is powerful. Uh, I would have loved to end the show with this comment here. But would that be fair to other comments? Those who have comments who have commented as well? I don't think so. Let me scroll through the rest of the comments. Let me scroll too. I would love to end the show with this comment. There are other good comments here as well too. But I think somebody raised this up that we are so quick, the youth are so quick. Mohbad, what's this other? Naira Marley, what's the Lekki this thing? But this issue that will affect them because most of them want to japa from the country. That will affect the youth more than Mohbad, more than NSAS, more than Naira Marley. This issue that will affect them, their generation and their generation to come. Mohbad will be history after a while. Because most of us aspire to get to a certain position, to go to school, earn certificates, get this and that, our degrees. But what do? Keep quiet. Some applauding. Like you said, the lecturers, the professors, the lawyers coming on national television to defend foolishness. All in the name of money, what they will eat. What we will eat today has made most of us to lose our common sense. So, I will bring the broadcast to an end with this comment. And I hope this comment, we all will look at this comment and start to ask ourselves questions. And start to ask ourselves questions. It is sad, but the truth is that Nigerians are not ready for good governance and accountability of their leaders, especially the youth. A national matter like this should be every citizen's concern because it damage our. It is easier for them to be shouting at justice for Mohbad, but very difficult to defend the country on national issues such as forgery. Even many professors, lecturers, lawyers that are supposed to uphold the truth, that have taken an oath on the Constitution to uphold the truth, are defending foolishness, stupidity, madness on national television. I would like to thank every one of you for your comment, for spreading this word. And until I come your way again, God bless you. And God bless every one of you and your family. Have a lovely week ahead.